Hey guys, so today I'm doing the Drugstore Makeup Tag created by Jen Phelps, and I will put a link to her channel in the description box. I am subscribed to her and I love the content that she puts out, so check her out if you don't know who she is. Alright, let's get right into this. Number one, if you could only use one drugstore or affordable brand, what would it be? I wouldn't be able to, because every brand has their strengths and their weaknesses. There is not one single brand that is drugstore or affordable, in my opinion, that I could use something from every single category by that one brand. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. So let's move right into number two. Number two, what's the most underrated brand? I'm going to have to say BH Cosmetics. Just recently, as you know, I tried them for the first time, and I was blown away by their eyeshadow formula, and that's why those three palettes are sitting right there like in a place of honor because yeah, I am blown away. And I hear a few people talk about BH Cosmetics, but not that many. They're not like a hyped brand on YouTube, but they should be, in my opinion. Okay, number three. What's the most overrated brand? Okay. I should have prefaced this whole video by saying if you disagree with me or if you like any of the brands that I'm going to say negative things about, you do you, but everyone has their own opinion. So I hope I don't get anybody mad by saying this, but to me, the most overrated brand is L'Oreal. L'Oreal, of course, is a giant multi-billion-dollar corporation that not only has their own brand of makeup, but owns a lot of other brands as well. They own Maybelline and NYX and on and on and on. They own a good portion of the brands that are on the market. But I feel like the L'Oreal brand specifically, their own like a house brand, they have some good products, but I feel like they're overpriced for what they are. And some of the products I've tried were so bad that I returned them. And the reason why that's a big deal is because I never return stuff. Usually I try to find a way to make something work, or I just hang on to it and don't really feel comfortable returning it. But when it comes to L'Oreal, it's an expensive brand. I mean, if you buy L'Oreal products, you're going to pay the same thing that you would pay for stuff at Sephora or department stores. And you know how their slogan is, L'Oreal, because I'm worth it. L'Oreal, you're not worth it. Okay, maybe that's a little harsh because they do have some good products, but yeah, I don't think that I don't think they deserve the hype that they get sometimes. Some of their other brands that they own, though, I absolutely love. Like, I love Maybelline. That's one of my all-time favorite drugstore brands, and they do own that. But it's more moderately priced, so I feel like it is worth it. So, okay. I bashed L'Oreal for too long on that question. All right, number four, favorite product under $5. I gotta go with the Wet n Wild lip treatment. If you've never tried this, it is an excellent lip treatment product. It is only $4.49, and okay, see that white spot in the middle? That's where I'm about to hit pan on, and then the circle inside the white spot is an actual hole. So yeah, I buy so much makeup that it's very rare for me to use anything up or hit pan on it because I'm always trying new things, but I pretty much guarantee that this will get used up before it expires. Okay, number five, hidden gem no one talks about. Gotta go with another Wet n Wild product, and that is the Color Icon blushes. Now, if you're saying to yourself, That's not what my Color Icon blush looks like. That's because it's been repackaged and I think reformulated. Um, since they've changed over to this circular packaging, I think it's a new formula. This is what I am wearing. It's called Nudist Society, and that is what I am wearing right now. These are gorgeous. The formula goes on and blends like a dream. They are only $3.49. I mean, they're a steal. They are an absolute steal. My only criticism of these blushes is they only come in 4 shades. They need way more shades in the line because I don't use these all the time because sometimes, well, actually, I only have 2 out of the 4, but even if I had all 4, there are certain colors that don't exist in the line that I would need to do certain kinds of looks. But because of the look that I did today on my eyes, I thought that I would be able to use one of these today. But yeah, I would definitely buy a ton more. Wet n Wild, you guys need to release like 10 more shades of these, please. All right, number 6, favorite drugstore foundation. Okay, I was just talking about this brand, Maybelline. Maybelline Fit Me, Matte, and Poreless. If you are thinking to yourself, oh, I don't have normal to oily skin, neither do I. I have normal to dry skin. Even though this is marketed towards people with normal to oily skin, it works for me anyway. I like a matte finish because it gives me the kind of coverage that I want to cover up uneven skin tone, old acne scars, large pores. I've got, I get a lot of compliments on my skin, but if you could see it like up real close without any makeup on, you wouldn't be giving me any compliments. It's the foundation. This is a wonderful foundation and it gives me great coverage. It evens out my skin tone and it covers my pores. So, and the shade range is really good. I am 122 Creamy Beige right now because it's summer. But when fall rolls around and I get a little bit lighter, I will switch to, off the top of my head, I don't even remember because I switched my fall shade, I think, right towards the end of winter. So I don't remember because it wasn't the one I was using before that. But yeah, they have a nice color range. But that's my favorite drugstore foundation for sure. Okay, number 7. What products do you tend to buy more at the drugstore than high-end? Everything. I am a drugstore affordable makeup type person. I did buy some MAC products recently, but that's very rare. I very rarely buy anything high-end because it's expensive. And my budget is more suited to drugstore and affordable products. Okay, number 8. Drugstore brand that is overpriced. Oh, this is so easy. Every time I go to Target, I go over to this section and then I see some things that look interesting and I pick them up and look at them and then look at the price and put it back. Pixie. Pixie is way overpriced. Pixie, you're in Target. Get over yourself. You are not a luxury brand. You need to come back down to earth and lower your prices. It's true. Okay, number 9, your favorite drugstore dupe. My favorite drugstore dupe is definitely the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. People say that it is a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Skin Finish at Sephora. I've never tried that, but I have it on good authority by tons of people that it is a dupe. This is my absolute favorite drugstore foundation primer, and I don't see a hole in the middle of this yet, but it's almost there, and I have not had this that long. I love this. and it is absolutely my favorite drugstore foundation primer. No joke. Nothing even comes close. Okay, number 10. Best eyeshadow formula. Oh, BH Cosmetics. um, yeah. When you're using drugstore or affordable eyeshadows, a lot of times you'll say, oh, the shimmers are great, but I don't care for the mattes. Or I love the mattes, but I don't care for the shimmers. This is all good. It performs like a dream. You don't have to fuss with it. You can just put it on and go, and it will perform beautifully every time. And at the end of the day, your eye makeup will look exactly like it did when you put it on. It doesn't fade, it doesn't crease, it doesn't move, it doesn't... Now, these palettes from the Sweet Shop collection, these are the only BH Cosmetics palettes I have. I have one other one, but it wouldn't fit on the shelf. So I can't say anything about any of their other palettes because the 4 palettes that I bought are my introduction to BH Cosmetics. I've asked people who have other palettes if they think the formula has changed, and I didn't get a definitive answer. They basically said, yeah, it does seem a little different, but they weren't sure. So this is the best affordable eyeshadow formula that I've ever tried. BH Cosmetics, definitely. Okay, worst eyeshadow formula. Okay, this one's easy too. And you may not have heard of it, but I'm sure you've probably seen it, but maybe you just haven't tried it. Don't waste your money. And I feel kind of bad about saying this because the answer is Color Workshop. And the reason why I feel bad is this is a brand that is owned by the parent company of Wet n Wild. Color Workshop is sold at Dollar Tree, so you'll see it there. You'll also see it at Walmart during the holidays. They come out with these massive holiday gift sets that are priced nice for the amount of product that you're getting, but that's because it's not good. It's like child's play makeup, the quality of it, it's really bad. Yeah, so stay away from that. Sorry, Wet n Wild, but your sister brand Color Workshop, ugh, terrible, terrible. So yeah, don't waste your money. Keep on walking when you see it. Number 12, a brand that you used to love but aren't crazy about anymore. I had to think about this one for a while, and I had to go way back. I used to love EOS lip balm. It was just lip balm, and I made so many videos about that stuff, but I don't use it anymore. And in retrospect, I think the reason why I myself and so many other people were crazy about that was the packaging. The packaging was innovative, it was different, it was cute, it was colorful. The actual product itself was okay, it was good, but it wasn't great. It wasn't as great for the amount of people that were talking about it. Because you had to keep reapplying it because it wasn't as moisturizing. It was moisturizing when you used it, but then a couple hours later you would keep reaching for it again. So you'd be going through it like crazy. So yeah, EOS Lip Balm is a brand. EOS is a brand that I don't buy anymore that I used to be nuts about. So yeah. Okay, number 13. A brand or product that you didn't expect to like. The e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow palettes. When these first launched and I saw them, and I saw the price, I was like, okay, 4 eyeshadows, $3. This reminds me of the type of stuff that e.l.f., to look at it, that they used to put out when they first started. Now, I have been using e.l.f. for a long, long time, ever since they first began, before anybody even knew who they were. So I saw these and I was like, oh boy, here we go. These are going to be like their old eyeshadow palettes from when they first started. And I tried one and went, wow, these are amazing. And proceeded to buy every single one of these that's in the line. Today I am wearing Berry Bad. I think this is my favorite, although I do really like a lot of the other ones. I'm crazy about the green one, the jalapeno one, the bluish purple one, acai, but I think this one is my favorite. The only one that I'm not crazy about, honestly, is Cream and Sugar, because it's just like a blah, nothing. It's too subtle. It doesn't really have much pigmentation, but I think they wanted something like that in the line for people that like that kind of look. So it's just not my taste. It's not that it's bad, it's not my taste. But yeah, these are amazing and they're $3. So e.l.f., if you happen to be watching this video, can you make about 50 more shades of these? Yeah, they're really good, you guys. Really good. So wasn't expecting to like those, and I did. And number 14, favorite affordable palettes right now. Just talked about them. So this is the answer to question number 13 and 14. And also, a lot of people are throwing in a question at the end of this tag that I'm going to also say e.l.f. for this, most improved brand over the years. When e.l.f. first started, honestly, they were not very good. Their makeup was cheaply priced, but it was also cheap, like quality. But man, have they improved over the... They should be so proud of themselves because they've taken themselves from a brand that was not that great to a brand that was good to now they're just knocking it out of the park. I mean, in addition to those bite-sized palettes, I also bought the Retro Paradise collection, some of the pieces from that. I bought the e.l.f. and J. Kissa palette, but that Retro Paradise collection, the things I bought from that were really good too. As a matter of fact, I bought the lip kit and the eyeshadow palette, and the lip liner pencils in that lip kit are so good that the collection is limited edition. When I saw the collection again at a store, I really contemplated buying a backup of that lip kit just for those pencils. Mainly, there's one pencil in particular in there that I love so much. It's the light nude one, but the lip glosses that come in that kit are really good too. But okay, enough e.l.f. love. I think it's pretty clear I love that brand. The Flawless Finish Foundation is really good too, if you've never tried that. But anyway, yeah. So those are my answers to the Drugstore Makeup Tag by Jen Phelps. Check her out, like I said, if you don't know who she is. She's a very hard-working lady here on YouTube that makes great videos. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys, thanks for watching.